North Korea to North America. What can you see here? What do you think this is?
That's
Do you know what I think
It is New York. It is New York.
It's Niagara Falls without any water on it.
You are absolutely right. That is exactly what it is. What gave it away for you?
The viewing tower.
Well, what is incredible about it, this is a photograph from June 1969, and the water at Niagara normally goes over three falls. It goes over the American, the Bridal Veil and the Horseshoe. And the American falls had loads of debris at the bottom, which you can see there. It's known as talus, from the Latin for ankle, because it's thicker at the bottom. And all that debris was swirling and causing erosion of the falls. And so plans were to temporarily divert the water away from the American falls and over the Horseshoe and dry out the American so it could be cleaned. It is the most extraordinary picture. The construction company, the Alberta Elia Construction Company, they built a temporary dam in just 3 days out of 28,000 tonnes of earth. And the tourists flocked to see the dry American falls and the, of course, much stronger than usual Horseshoe falls. And lots of coins were recovered and two bodies.
Were they both in barrels?
One came out and went, thank God!
I found his glove!
There's a wonderful waterfall in the city of St. John in New Brunswick in Canada, and the waterfall flows upwards. It's the most astonishing thing. Twice a day, the tide in the bay rises 28 foot 6 inches to the point that it overtops the waterfall over which the St. John River normally flows, and the river flows backwards.
Wow.
Is that amazing? Yeah.
We've learnt so much, haven't we? Oh,
And Niagara Falls got its first really good clean in the summer of '60. Right, we start off with how many oceans are there on Earth?
Oh, no.
6, I can count them. First time on the show.
Yeah. Straight into that trap. Any more?
5.
Oh. What? 1 is the correct answer.
Well, they're all joined, aren't they?
That is the reason, indeed. According to America's National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, there's only one ocean. It's the world ocean. It covers 71% of the world's surface. So, to make it a bit more convenient, they divide it into 4 smaller oceans: the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian, and the Arctic. And the US Board on Geographic Names recognises the southern, that's the Antarctic Ocean, as a 5th, but the International Hydrographic Organisation has not yet approved it, and I imagine there's going to be a fight. Largest ocean in the solar system. Anybody?
In the solar system?
Oh.
What do we reckon?
Well, it's not going to be an ocean with water in it, is it?
Well, that is the thing that we do not know.
It's one of the moons. Is it the what?
Yes.
Eucalyptus.
What's it called?
Titan, it's bound to be Titan. That's the only moon.
Euripides?
Europa.
Europa.
So I'm going to give you an extra point for that because, yeah, very good. Absolutely. It's Jupiter's moon, Europa. The Hubble telescope has detected a water plume which is 20 times higher than Mount Everest. So possibly there is 3 times as much water on Europa as there is in the world ocean.
If it's water.
Well, it's hard to say.
We don't know what could be custard.
Famously, Jupiter custard.
If it's custard, where were the eggs sourced?
Are you worrying about the organic nature of Jupiter?
No, I wouldn't mind if it's sort of powdered custard, but either way, you've got to think, where's the vanilla come from, the eggs? Got to think about it scientifically.
Well,
because that's one of the things
Yes.
that means it probably isn't custard.
Yes.
That's why they've jumped to water. I'm examining it properly.
Please don't let this be caught by you, this system that David employs.
I like powdered custard.
How does this happen to me?
In what way is Iceland's most recent volcano similar to Genghis Khan?
I think they're both shag nasties. Genghis Khan apparently has shagged everything that moves, and that he is the father and mother of all populations in Europe and Asia, so he shagged everything that moves. and the volcano, of course, has spurted out, had an orgasm of ammonia, and has fertilised Europe. Damn good answer.
I have to be brutally honest and say that's not what's on my card.
Oh, shit!
But if there was no
such thing as science, you'd be right. I think I know what it is.
Yes, go on.
I think, obviously, that volcano stopped lots of transport going on.
Yes.
He must have stopped something happening, which the volcano stopped happening.
You're in this right area. The odd thing is it's both very beneficial, especially at the moment. It's the thing we talk about a lot. Now, that volcano poured out, they reckon, between 150,000 and 300,000 tons of carbon dioxide. So there's a huge amount of carbon came out as a result of it. But, if you remember, no one flew for however long it was, and the lack of flying saved 3 million tons. So, in fact, it was a huge offset of carbon. And in the case of Genghis Khan, he slaughtered his way across the world and had the largest empire the world has ever seen, 4 times bigger than that of Alexander, twice the size of the Roman Empire. And he killed about 40 million people. And the result was there was so little farming that the forests grew back. And you can time a huge benefit to the world from his slaughter. But that's rather extraordinary, isn't it?
So what do we have to pronounce?
Now, yes, that's what I was... How did you know that I was going to ask that as a supplementary question?
I thought you already did.
Oh, did I already say it?
Oh, that or I read it off the
You read it off the audio. You great big cheater!
there.
I would now like you to pronounce the name of the volcano, and it's written up there for you.
Oh, God alive. You're prawn rings.
You should have been a newsreader.
With your accent, you've got the best chance.
It looks a bit like that, yeah? Any thoughts?
Ye Juff Yally Jockroll. Yeah.
Brian,
I think
you may have set it off again by doing that.
Yeah. I think the umlaut changes it, doesn't it? Those 2 little dots.
The 2 dots.
Yeah. And I think, actually, the way you're supposed to pronounce it is... Hutch.
If only.
It changes it.
Apparently, it's Ea Fayat Leokodl.
And is that translated big smoky bastard?
Yes.
You will go by ferry.
Basically the answer.
What is this island called?
Newfoundland.
Yeah. I'm going to have to shoot you now. No, it isn't the correct pronunciation.
Newfoundland. Hey, enough violence on this show.
Yeah. Newfoundland is the correct pronunciation, and in 1876 a man was killed during a brawl over the correct pronunciation.
We were lucky, weren't we? We got
It was 2 mill workers, William Acheson and John Davis. One thought it was Newfoundland and one thought it was Newfoundland. Acheson threw a punch, Davis drew his gun and killed Acheson. He got away, Davis, and he spent 37 years on the run. So there's a really...
Davis?
Yes, Davis.
Any relation?
Yeah.
Possibly.
John Davis, dangerous man.
I had a great uncle who emigrated to Canada.
Did he go to Newfoundland?
Newfoundland.
I think he went to Quebec, actually.
And you inherited your shirt from him.
Anyway, just to finish the story, Davis, who killed Acheson, he ran away for 37 years, and then on his deathbed, 1912, he's in a hospital in Peoria, in Illinois, and he feels so bad about it that he confesses on his deathbed, and then recovered and had to go on the run again.
I think he said, I did that murder in Newfoundland. No, it's Newfoundland!
But actually, both men were right, because at the time, both pronunciations were perfectly acceptable. It's only fairly recently that people have gone a bit...
And what is it now? Without looking?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland?
Newfoundland.
OK, and presumably if people are watching this in Newfoundland, they're shouting at their television.
Yes, they're probably...
They're all idiots. I have a constant argument with the pronunciation of Canadian places. My other half is Canadian, and everything seems to be pronounced a little bit faster than it should be. So it's Toronto, not Toronto.
Oh, is it?
Toronto.
Toronto.
Toronto. Like, as quick as you possibly can, like it's a crime to say it. Toronto.
I love Toronto. There used to be a bar there called the... Sorry, Toronto. There used to be a bar there called the Betty Ford Clinic. Oh, what's not to like? There's some fantastic names in Newfoundland. Conception Bay South is the second largest town.
Conception Bay South is, yeah.
It's Conception Bay South, maybe there's north.
That's what I call it. She doesn't like it. She thinks it's too formal. Come on, love, let's have a look at Conception Bay South. Yeah. we saw the movie you wanted. Come on.
Before moving on to Conception Bay North, I suppose.
Well,
That's a special treat for birthdays.
it's possible.
Which way up is she? Hang on.
It's possible that a girl may prefer the Newfoundland town of Dildo or Eastern Tickle, which I like very much.
Do you?
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Not bad for me age.
It's the world's biggest river. And where is it?
Is it underwater?
It's a nice thought.
Amazon.
Oh! No, what? Hang on. There you go.
Nile.
No, well, you just... No.
When you say biggest,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Widest, longest?
Carries the most water.
Carries most water?
You're going to be so angry. It's in the sky. They're called atmospheric rivers.
Oh, no, I got to say, sometimes on behalf of the audience, I hate this programme.
I agree, and I'm really... This is hurting you far more than it hurts me. No, they're known as atmospheric rivers. They're vast ribbons of water vapour moving water around the world. They appear in different places, different times.
Are they the
2,000
ones
kilometres
that
long.
are perfectly timed to coincide with bank holidays?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
They're the ones. 2,000 kilometres long and only a few kilometres wide. But although they cover less than 10% of the globe, 4 or 5 of them contain 90% of all the world's water vapour at one time. So the world's biggest rivers are in the sky. All right, I'm sorry about that. But seriously, name the world's biggest river that isn't in the sky.
Go on, Alan. Go on, Al.
An actual river
That
this
isn't in
time.
the sky. No, that isn't in the sky.
Yes,
Is it one
but
of those
still-
ones that Alan's mentioned already? Do you think, maybe?
No, there is a river under the Amazon called the Rio Hamza, and it is actually bigger than the Amazon itself. It's only discovered in 2011.
The Rio Hamza.
Exactly, the Hamza.
Is it sort of hook-shaped?
A rather sad coincidence, I'm afraid.
River hated by the tabloids.
Hated by the tabloids. Yes. They collected data from 241 abandoned deep wells, and it runs 6,000 kilometres, like the Amazon above it, but is up to 4 times wider. And that's 200 to 400 kilometres wide.
How far down is it?
4 kilometres beneath the Amazon itself. I mean, some people would say it's an aquifer, but it actually flows horizontally like a river. So and it is called Hio, which is river.
Do things live in it?
There's
There must be
always something,
organisms.
isn't
There's
there? No
usually.
matter how crap a place is,
Yeah.
Attenborough always goes, even here. Something very stupid
Something comes by.
has built his house. It doesn't matter.
The Muppet.
You can go anywhere, wouldn't it?
The organism Muppet. A little light on his head.
It's
And
true.
here they are mating.
It's absolutely true. What's the world's highest waterfall? Let's say has the longest drop.
Is it in South America?
No.
Not Angel Falls.
Is it?
Angel.
Oh no, I've
Shame.
soiled my clean sheet. What a tragedy.
It is. Its drop is 11,500 feet. Angel Falls is only 3,212 feet. But you think, well, what is it called then? What's its name? The weird thing is it doesn't have a name.
Oh.
It's actually underwater.
Underwater.
Between Greenland and Iceland.
Why does it count as a waterfall, though, when
Because
there's
it is-
loads of water there anyway?
Because it's a huge current of cold water dropping down, and it is a waterfall within water.
But this doesn't have a name, right?
No, weirdly, it doesn't. The QI waterfall.
The QI waterfall.
yes. The Alan Davis waterfall. The Alan Davis Cascade. That'd be a good name, wouldn't it?
Now you're talking.
That's a haircut as well, isn't it?
Very good.
It's also a position.
Dear. This...
Can't do it anymore. I need support.
The unnamed QI waterfall, it carries at least 175 million cubic feet of cold water per second. It's the equivalent of 2,000 Niagaras at peak flow.
Whoa.
It's the highest mountain in Europe. Yeah.
Mont Blanc.
Oh! Sorry you said that. No, it isn't. It isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it does begin with an E, if that's any help.
Enormo Blanc.
Very good.
Monte Bianco.
Not the Eiger, no.
Etna.
Oh, hello. Oh, Eiger. Did you say Etna?
Yeah.
Etna, eh? No, indeed.
It's some island. It's from the bottom of the sea, if you measure. No.
That's Etna, isn't it, or Stromboli? No, it's not. It's actually right on the borders of Europe, but it does count as Europe. It's definitely Europe, isn't it?
Is it somewhere in the Caucasus?
It is in the Caucasus.
Oh, which of the mountain names of the Caucasus?
Mount Elbrus is the answer. Mount Elbrus. It's where Prometheus was supposedly chained for daring to steal fire from heaven, and he had his liver pecked out every day by vultures as punishment. Ooh. Yes, that's gotta hurt.
You want to get it over with at the beginning of the day.
Yes, you would. 100 people attempt to climb the summit every day in the summer season, when it's not too cold, and about 30-odd die every year.
Do you know that 1 in 8 of people who try to climb Everest die?
Really? That's a high attrition rate, isn't it?
Not good, is it?
Not good at all.
You get acute mountain sickness because you can't breathe. So your stomach won't accept food, so you start throwing up. Apparently there are signs all the way up saying, if you are throwing up and you have a headache, go back.
Yeah.
But people don't.
So when you're putting your party together to go up Everest, just, if there's 7 of you, just get someone you don't like.
Yeah.
Preferably with asthma. Lead on, Wheezy.
In 1997, it was a Land Rover Defender that drove to the very top of Mount Everest, which is a high mountain. It's 18,510 feet.
It's also a very busy mountain for people climbing it, all of whom must have been thrilled to see somebody drive past.
Because almost everything we think we know about the world is wrong, we've given you each a map so you can refresh your memories. Yep, there it is. A map of the world.
Is that wrong? You're telling us that's wrong?
Well, the sea is where the land should be. So I'm saying yes.
I don't mind that. It shakes things up a bit.
It does, doesn't it? It's wrong in other ways.
OK.
But it's a representation, so we'll forgive it for not being perfectly accurate.
OK.
Because it's flat.
It's flat, yeah.
And the Earth is round. If we were on a direct flight from Madrid to Montana, which American states beginning with an M would we fly over on the way?
America. Another one?
None.
None?
Not because you go over the top. You go straight over the top.
Is exactly right. Yes, that's right. Very good. We will show you the route here.
You might go over Manitoba.
Yeah.
Yes, you do go over Manitoba. You miss all the American states. It seems not to be a straight line, but of course, on a globe, it is the shortest distance to go that way. If you were to go what seems a straight line on flat paper, it would actually be going
Although
around the
Madrid
curvature
is on
of the
the
Earth with a
same
longer line.
line of latitude as New York.
It is, yeah.
So you could go around that way.
Well, you know, it's still further.
So you've got to...
You've got a little globe there. You can try it with a piece of string.
OK.
Okay,
Let's do that.
You can have a look.
Where's Madrid?
Where do you get Madrid?
Where's Madrid?
There we go. Madrid.
There you are, viewers. Yeah. I've illustrated it perfectly.
You're right, it went nearly over Winnipeg.
Go over Winnipeg and Regina.
Now, you see, and you compare that.
Regina,
Regina,
darling,
you say?
Regina, the Queen.
If you compare the string with the lines of latitude on the globe, you've come so much further up, haven't you? Because the line of latitude would be all the way along that way.
Yeah.
So how much
Need more
further is
string.
it?
You need more string. Are you wrestling with the world here?
Yes.
Aren't we all, Steve?
Yes. Yes, that's beautifully said.
Well, that's solved a lot of... Yeah. That's an excellent in-flight tool for any air hostess.
Yes.
Explaining where you're going.
Just got a colour in Scotland yellow.
don't want to be the same colour as England.
No.
What we have here is a particular kind of view of the world. It's a 16th century cartographer.
Ricardo Montalban.
No, his name was Gerard Merchant, but it wasn't. It was Latinised.
Gerard Merchant.
Gerardus
Mercator.
Mercator. Well done, Chris. Exactly. It's called the Mercator projection. And it was the first time the world was expressed in such a way that sailors could navigate using straight lines from the compass. But in order to do that, you had to compromise the reality of the shape of the continents. So Africa became, for example, much smaller. Everything near the equator was squashed.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think that this was a sort of imperialist thing to make the centre of
Britain
Europe
enormous.
look
Yeah.
bigger, but it wasn't actually anything to do with that. It was, as always, to make money. It was for commerce and trade. Well, there you are. The Great Circle Route is a roundabout way of going in a straight line. I'm having a senior moment. The famous volcano near Java. The game
Krakatoa.
Krakatoa. What's the name of the movie? Krakatoa.
East of Java.
East of Java, yes. And oddly enough, it's actually west of Java.
Oh, west of Java, yes.
It is an odd thing, but it was one of the first big cinerama kind of movies called Krakatoa East of Java. And it was just a bizarre lie because it's Krakatoa west of Java. So some producer must have thought, I don't like the sound of west of Java.
It's not going to sell. It's not going to
it's not
sell.
gonna
What
sell.
can we do? We can take it north,
East
south,
of Java.
east. It's going to be fantastic.
So within 10 years, tell me when this great, huge explosion.
1883.
1883?
1882.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers at home, brace yourselves.
Oh, hello.
The explosion, the great, enormous, gigantic eruption of Krakatoa, was in 1883.
I think
Oh. May I just say, WTF?
There was a documentary about it on the BBC when they reenacted it.
Well remembered, is it? I mean, it's not an easily... I mean, not particularly...
remember anything.
It was the loudest sound, apparently, that has ever existed, or at least as far as we know, certainly within human reckoning.
So 4 atomic bombs. It's sort of...
No, it was 13 times greater than the Hiroshima bomb. There was 5 cubic miles of rock was spewed into the air, and it was heard 3,000 miles away. You could actually hear it 3,000 miles away, and it... yes.
That's like in Australia.
it reverberated around the world, the ripples of it, 7 times. It was a most extraordinary...
Wasn't Krakatoa was like the first global event that sort of was the news of which spread around the world.
We can see behind us Harper's Weekly. It was a media event for the first time. The island and volcano of Krakatoa, Strait of Sunda, submerged during the late eruption.
Yes.
When eventually a human party of people arrived at the site, they found one living creature, and I will give you 10 points if you can tell me the species.
Was it a spider that they
Yes!
found? It was a spider.
Absolutely marvellous. Everybody's on cracking form here. Wow. You really are doing superbly well.
What's the spider going? Oh, it's hot.
It was indeed. It was using 2 legs at a time. Anyway.
Like this.
So it was doing the washing up? Yes, it was.
Most volcanic country on Earth. Oh, yes.
Okay, New Zealand.
No, it is not New Zealand. Yes.
Is it another place other than New Zealand? Oh, Indonesia.
No,
It's weird, that, because I thought it was such a stupid answer, but the fact that it was considered an obvious answer, I see as a bit of a result. It's like when you're watching University Challenge and you say the answer, but it's wrong, but they say the same wrong answer. You go, that's a point.
New Zealand's not even on my list.
Ha ha! Mine was. Yeah, it was on the big board. What about Hawaii?
Well, you're absolutely in the right area because it's the United States. The United States has more volcanoes than any other country in the world. It's got 173 volcanoes in total.
Are you counting it by volcano numbers or by lava emitted?
OK, so it's...
This is my profile on Match.com.
If you were doing most active volcanoes,
yes,
then Indonesia would be the correct answer.
That's what I thought you meant! I've just given myself 2 points!
Yeah, maybe turn the fingers round.
I've just given myself 2 points!
It's United States first, then Russia, then Indonesia, then Japan. Those are the ones with the most volcanoes.
I don't think Russia's taking part, actually.
But in terms of active, it's Indonesia, then the Philippines, and then Japan. I mean, there are areas where there's just a huge number of volcanoes. So the Pacific Ring of Fire has got 452 volcanoes. It runs all the way around the Pacific. Place in the world with the densest region of volcanoes.
The most amount of volcanoes.
Yes, the densest. Where might you find that? Yes!
Indonesia!
No! Antarctica.
But it's so cold.
Well, yes, so this is the issue about it. So in 2017, 91 new volcanoes were found under the ice sheet of Western Antarctica. It now has 1 volcano every 4,800 square miles, and they're expecting to find lots more. Some of them are as tall as the Eiger. And they were all discovered by researchers at Edinburgh University, and it really, really matters because it has implications for the rest of the planet. If one of them erupts, it could melt the ice from beneath.
Goodbye, Norfolk.
Yeah, basically.
Let's cancel it then. I feel like we were like, yeah, let's do that.
No, let's not.
Let's not do
It's
it.
It's not a good idea. The most volcanic country on Earth is actually the United States.
First put 2 feet on the top of Mount Everest.
Sherpa Tenzing.
Oh, dear.
Edmund Hillary. So what, you're saying they hopped up there?
Cliff Richard.
Amazingly, we didn't guess you might say that.
Does it mean someone put an extra rock up there, make it 2 feet higher?
They made it 2 feet higher in a very extraordinary way. How high is...
They raised it from the bottom.
29.
That would be laborious. Yeah. How high is Mount Everest?
29,028 feet.
You're absolutely right down to the last foot. Since 1955, that has been the accepted height of Mount Everest.
It used to be 29,002 feet.
Exactly. But this is very good. But
the applause on What's My Line?
It was... You're getting warmer.
I think it's a man.
Yeah. Let's see whose house it is. So it's Radhanat Sikdar was a mathematician from Bengal who was the first to identify Everest, which used to be known as Peak 15, as the world's highest mountain. And this was in 1852. He used a theodolite from 150 miles away, and he measured it to be exactly 29,000 feet. Exactly 29,000. And he thought no one would believe him. They would think he just rounded up and said, oh, it's about 29,000, you know. But he really... And so he was so annoyed by the fact that it was exactly 29,000, he added 2 feet so that it looked as if he was terribly precise. Right, yeah. So he was quite literally the first man to put 2 feet on yeah, a silly question, I grant you, but it elicited the fact that you knew the 2 heights that were known of Everest.
Yeah. And they
will
get you work anywhere in the world, those 2 facts. You can travel anywhere and just say, I know 2 things about Everest.
And George Everest, who was he? Why was the mountain named after him?
He kept changing his height.
He was the Surveyor General of India at the time it happened, and in his honour they called it Mount Everest. But even though it's named after him, it's still wrong to call it Mount Everest. Why would that be?
Because it's not a mountain, it's a hill.
No, it is. If anything's a mountain, I think we can say it is. No, we shouldn't call it Mount Everest because he didn't pronounce his name Everest. He pronounced it Everest.
Everest.
Everest. It should be Mount
George Everest.
George Everest. Yeah. I think I'm right in saying that Churchill's nanny was called Everest.
Nanny Everest.
Yeah.
The tallest nanny.
What happened to Pompeii in 63 AD? narrow.
Ah, yes.
I've been to Vesuvius.
Have you? Yes. What happened to Pompeii?
I'm really trying to remember really, really hard. Is there a time limit? I can't remember if that's when it got covered in lava and everyone died.
It was an earthquake they had before.
Quite right, it was the earthquake. Yeah. It was destroyed by an earthquake, and they just started to rebuild it when 12, 14 years later...
Oh, I bet the air was
79
blue. Just finished it. Can't believe it. It's all finished.
Yeah. The air was actually black.
Oh, the tiles. I just put the tiles up.
Yes, one of the things that was preserved, they showed almost every household had an extraordinary number of pots of plaster because they were replastering all the houses.
Artexing the inside.
Artexing the inside, expecting another earthquake.
There's a bit of it you can walk across which has got a sulphur crust, which is about that thick. And there are places where it's fallen through.
Is this type of pizza?
And it's going... and it's going bloop, bloop, big bubbles. Bloop, and there are fences around, and you go across in your school party, and they say, go in pairs, not in big clusters, because you might go through. And don't... They say to you... They say this to school parties from Essex. Don't jump up and down.
What did he say? Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I've never heard of... reverse psychology.
What did you say that for? This is a kid at the back. Certain death.
Oh, Lordy Lord.
So it's going to go again, is it? It's about to...
Well,
it's really, really overdue.
Yeah.
Massively overdue.
Can you imagine, being an estate agent trying to sell a house and then there's lava coming to what? Imagine how good you'd have to be to sell all the house, even though there's...
Here's the keys, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Quick sale.
It's not central heating, it's exterior.
Didn't the Phoenicians end... The actual Phoenician civilization ended the same way?
It's a volcano, we're finished.
Yeah.
Which of the following M places is made up? There they are. Misak Setafet, the Mountains of Kong, Made Up Arura, Merv. Yes, Sammy.
I'm going to say Made Up Arura only because it has made up literally in its name.
There's a logic there, and you're new to QI, and I'd like to be merciful, but I'm not going to.
All right, fair enough.
But in a sense, all names are made up, aren't they?
To the logically ruthless world of David Dixon. You sound like that, I'm sorry. But no, of course, you're right. You're right. But which one is not existing? But we have...
The Mountains of Kong sounds like it's from fiction.
That sounds totally made up. Mountains of Kong?
You're right. You're
Sounds
right.
like...
Though it was made up in a way that was utterly convincing for 100 years.
It's not like something from Flash Gordon or something like that.
No, it's earlier than that. It was a cartographer who was a highly respected figure who was just imagining them. It was a chain of mountains all the way across Africa, below the Sahara and before what you might call darkest Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, as we'd now say. And this, right up to 1895, this was in atlases. He was called James Rennell, and he was a very respected figure. And he...
Until someone went skiing in the mountains of Kong.
Well, the effect of it was that
Should be here somewhere.
The effect of it was that nobody dreamt or thought of passing this barrier and going through to the rest of Africa.
Yeah.
They had obviously navigated the coast. There was the slave routes, which were all the way further down, but everyone thought that from the north you couldn't get through.
What did he do? Spill something on the map? And
That's quite possible.
Oh, bollocks. I'll call it the mountains.
But who gets to name? Who gets the honour of naming a thing? If you chance upon it, can you call it?
Yeah.
Kong Mountains or
you
Jimmy
name it
Hill
in the case of
David
Livingstone, you call it Lake Victoria after your dear Queen and all that sort of thing.
It's difficult to name it after yourself, isn't it?
Yeah,
you have to name it after someone. I'd say the thing to do as an explorer would be to get there and then ask your assistant explorer if they can think of a name. While reminding them how they got that job.
Yes.